Good morning, Vero Buddies. My name is Farron.
And my name is Rita.
Today is September 8th, 2025. Here's a quote from an unknown source. You can't have a rainbow without a little bit of rain. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, welcome to the news program run by kids. Yeah, you guessed it, BTV. And this week we're starting it off with the Leader in Me habit of the month. You heard it here first. This month's habit is be proactive. All classes at Barrow will be learning about ways leaders can be proactive.
This habit teaches us that we are in charge of our thoughts, words, and actions. One tool we can use is to stop and think. This week, think about ways you can stop and think before reacting to a situation. You might use calm down strategies or pause plans. We thought BTV would be the perfect place to start learning about these habits.
We'll share more about being proactive next week, and we'll have a new habit each month, so stay tuned. Let's check in with our special reporters for weather, celebrations, and history.
Hi, my name is Makai. Today's weather will be a high of 78 and a low of 57. It will be partly sunny. Tomorrow's weather will be a high of 78 and a low of 55. It will be sunny.
My name is Zolkaf. On this day in history, in 1957, 30-year-old Althea Gibson becomes the first African American to win the U.S. Open, beating Louise Brough 6-3 and 6-2.
My name is Zayla. Today's celebrations include National Actors Day. Tomorrow's celebrations include National Teddy Bear Day.
Good morning. I'm Miss Hammond, and I have a very special announcement to make.
Wait, Miss Hammond, I like your shirt.
Oh my gosh, you like my shirt? Thank you so much. It just so happens that if you join Chorus, you could also have a shirt just like this. Chorus is open for any student who's in 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade. We meet on Mondays from 3 to 4. And if you're interested in joining Chorus, you can talk to me. The Chorus forms are due this Friday, so make sure if you're interested in Chorus that you get on the ball. I look forward to having you guys in Chorus and making awesome music.
Good morning. I want to give an update on our Beanstack reading challenges, because over the weekend we had big increases in the number of minutes that have been read. First, we have 25% of our students who have started using Beanstack. That's a great start, and we can't wait to see that number go way up toward 100% over the next couple of weeks. We now are at 11,187 minutes as a school. That is huge. And any student who reads 1,000 minutes by December 15th will earn a ticket to a Rock Lobsters hockey game. That sounds like a lot of minutes, but remember, if you read an hour a week between now and December 15th, you will get your ticket. We already have some students who are getting very close to earning that ticket in 5th grade, because 5th grade is in the lead with the number of minutes. They are being great leaders in our school, and they are followed by our 3rd graders and then our 2nd graders. So congratulations to all of you for logging your reading minutes, and we can't wait to see other grades joining in very soon. I also want to give a shout out to Dr. Sabatini, who set a daily reading goal for herself, and she's getting very close to finishing the staff reading challenge and has read 420 minutes so far and is reaching toward that finish line very soon. So keep reading and logging those minutes on Beanstack.
And here's Dr. Sabatini with the principal's update.
Good morning, Barrow Buddies. Happy Monday. Hope you had an awesome weekend. Glad to hear that so many students are reading, and hope you spent some time this weekend reading. We had a lot of rainy weather, and I'm wondering where everybody was when the big rain came down during the Georgia game. That was really something. We have some great events coming this week. Tomorrow we have our classroom showcase and hot dog supper. So this is the day for you to bring your families to school between 5:30 and 7 o'clock p.m. to show them your classroom, your desk, some of the work that you've worked on this year, some of your charts around the classroom, your Buddies Are Brave areas in your classroom, and your self-portraits that y'all have been working so hard on, which look absolutely beautiful. So make sure that you're coming tomorrow to bring your parents to school to see all the things that you're learning. We also will have a free hot dog supper in the cafeteria. Mr. Isaac, our cafeteria manager, will be making that for us with hot dogs and chips of all kinds and cookies and a drink. So you can also have dinner here tomorrow night. That will be really fun. We also are going to have our fire drill tomorrow morning, so be ready for that. I think it'll be around 9 o'clock that we'll have our fire drill. Today we have a few teachers out. Mrs. Brink is out today. Miss Landrum is here for her. Miss Akins is out of her classroom, but she's in the building, and Miss Ellison is here for her. And Miss Dixon will be out this afternoon, and Miss Perlot is here for her. Bear Buddy birthdays. Today is Sophia Bravo Carmana's birthday, so happy birthday to Sophia. And we don't have any tomorrow, so we'll check back in on Wednesday. And then a few shout outs that I'm glad to announce. Miss Hammond would like to shout out to Miss Kim and Miss Elk's classes for being music champions last week. Mrs. Boyle would like to give a shout out to Serenity Arnold and Miss Dixon's class for being Student of the Month for engagement. Serenity consistently stays on task, asks thoughtful questions, and shares her ideas during class. Way to go, Serenity. Miss D would like to shout out and sincerely say a huge thank you to Miss Dixon's second grade class, especially Kalani Foster, for inviting me to join their Friday morning meeting. It was truly one of my most memorable Barrow experiences. I got to lead the greeting and do a share and have a comfy feet day. Best Friday ever, says Miss D. And I would like to give shout out to some classes that had perfect attendance for 3 days last week. We only were in school 4 days, so that's pretty good, 3 out of 4 days. Perfect attendance, Miss Kirk's first graders, Miss Dixon's second graders, Miss Comstock's third graders, Miss Audemant's fourth graders, and Miss Adresa's fifth graders. So way to go to those classes. And then these classes had 2 days of perfect attendance last week. Miss Bruner, or Miss Trina, as you call her, Miss Adrian, Miss Haley, Miss Wyatt, Miss Douglas, Miss Hilkert, Miss McCullum, Miss Akins, Miss Selleck, and Miss Tobel. So great job. Make sure that you're coming to school every day unless you're sick. We want you here so you can learn, and we hope that you have an awesome day at Barrow.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who?
Who?
If you don't stop talking to that owl, I'm not going to tell you the rest of this joke. Before we leave, let's say our Barrow honor code together. As a Barrow buddy, I promise to be fair, honest, and trustworthy, even when no one is looking, because that is the right thing to do. My good choices will help make Barrow excellent. We will now begin a moment of silence before we begin to focus all of our attention on thinking, learning, and working at Barrow School. Have a great day.
No.